everyone, welcome back to the series on project development with Node.js. In this video, we are going to set up our database for the corresponding project, that is MongoDB. So in order to set up MongoDB successfully, you need to have MongoDB installed on your system. If you want to check whether MongoDB is successfully installed or not, what you can do, you can just type Mongo, at least in Unix and Linux shell, so you can get this kind of MongoDB shell. If you do show DBs, it will show you all the current DBs that are present out there, right? So in my system, MongoDB is successfully present. And now let's see what we can do. So first of all, inside the config folder, I'll make a new file, database.js. This is going to be a very simple config, right? Before we actually configure, we need to set up a package. We need to have a package installed called as Mongoose, right? So I'll search for Mongoose npm and I'll just copy the installation command. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so the installation command is ready. Then you can see the documentation. It's like really easy to set up Mongoose, right? So what we can do is const Mongoose is equals to require Mongoose. Mongoose setup is installed. We'll say const connect. We'll write a function connect. Okay, and inside the connect function, we'll say console.log MongoDB connected, and we can say MongoDB connection requested. We can first of all say, right, and we'll say return mongoose.connect. So we need to pass the URL for the MongoDB. So MongoDB URL will be mongodb // and it is going to be running on localhost slash, I'll say let's say project. Okay, and we'll say module.exports connect. Okay, now what we can do is we can go to the main index.js, right? And here what we can say is this is going to be an asynchronous function. Let's make it an asynchronous function, and the moment server started successfully is printed, we'll say await connect. This is going to be an asynchronous call, and then we'll say console.log MongoDB connected successfully. And let's do one thing. After MongoDB is successfully started, then we'll say server started successfully. And here we have to get the connect function, right? We need to get the connect function. So let's do one thing. All the required statements are going to be up. Okay, so const, let's say connect. Right. Let's do one thing. Const is equals to require slash source config database, and here we are going to get connect function with us, right? Cool. Let's see if we do npx nodemon index.js. Okay, MongoDB is successfully connected and server started successfully. Now if I go to MongoDB and do show DBs, right, let's do one thing, Mongo, and now if you do show DBs, it will still not show you the new DB that we have created the project. The first time you are going to actually make an entry inside the DB, at that moment of time, we are going to actually see the database present here. One more thing I would request you guys to also install MongoDB Compass. This is going to give us, I would say, a GUI view on what are the things you can expect and how your collections are going to look at, right? So I would highly recommend you guys to check out the MongoDB Compass. Otherwise, if you are familiar with the commands and everything, then Mongo shell is also something that is going to be completely fine for you. Okay, cool. So let's just do one thing. Let's just do one thing very quickly.
उठा गई मम्मी मम्मी
Okay. In order to check whether things are working fine or not, let's set up a basic schema. Right. We can go to models and we can make a new file. We will say it as user.js. Right. Inside user.js, we'll say const mongoose is equals to require mongoose. Right, because user is something that we mostly require in most of the setups. That's why I'm making it here, and we'll say user schema. Now, all those people who don't know that, now in MongoDB also you can set up a schema kind of a thing. So this is going to be an explanation for that. Mongoose dot schema, right? And we'll say, let's say email, which is going to be of type string. This is going to be a type string. Let's remove this import. Right, and this is going to be required true and unique true. Okay, then we can have let's say a password field type string and required true. We don't need to have unique here, and let's say then we can have username type string required true. Okay. Also, I would like to add for every collection I want to, for every entry in the collection, I want to add the updated at and created at. So I can add the timestamps field. Right. So timestamps is going to be true. Okay. This is going to be present here. Now what we can do is we can say const user is equals to, now we are going to, from this schema we have to make the model. So mongoose dot model, we'll make a new model called as user model, right? And we will pass user schema here, and then we can say module dot exports user. Okay, we'll just do module dot exports user. Now our user model is ready with us, right? The user model is ready with us. Now what we can do is just a moment. Just a moment, guys. Okay. Now we have to go to index.js. First of all, for the timing at least, I'm just going to say const user is equals to require, sorry, not slash, source models. Okay. And then the moment the server successfully starts, let's do one thing. We can create a user, right? So let user
कोकोला दे
is
अच्छा
equals
वाला
to
फ्राई वाला आएगा तब ना
user dot
फ्राई वाला मजा आएगा धराओ
create, and we can pass a JSON inside it.
हाँ
So let's say email is abc @xyz.com, password, let's go in a new line. Password for the time being is 12345, and then we can say username is abc. Okay, I'm just testing out that things are working fine, right? And we can say await user.create, and then we can say console.log user. Let's see what user we have created. Okay, so there is some error. Let's see. Okay, I know what is the issue. So we need to first of all do one thing. If we refresh, just a moment. See, now we have a project folder here. Now what has happened is because we were typing and we were like saving the file constantly, so nodemon actually like started the server again and again, and there is already an entry for a user with abc@xyz.com. If you will open, see, there is already an entry. So for the timing, what we'll do, we'll remove all of this, right? Users drop collection, right? So see, everything, no database is there, and the moment we will start our server now, See, we have created successfully a user object, and there is a created at as well as an updated at field. There is this user unique ID, right? There is this email, password, username, and if you will go here and actually refresh, see now we have this project uh, collection also. Uh, right here you project database also. Inside we have a collection users. If you will open this users collection, you're going to see all the data of the users, right? So this is how you're going to set up basic collections in Mongo, right? So for the timing, let's remove this, because now we know that Mongo is successfully set up. We don't need to have it here, right? And let's do one thing. Let's go to projects and remove. Okay, cool. So now we know that our MongoDB setup is working perfectly fine. We are able to definitely create data, then definitely we'll be able to fetch the data and all. So now we are definitely ready to make some more progress in our project. That being said, let's just wrap it up here. We are going to meet very, very soon in the next video. Till then, take care, guys. Bye bye, and thank you.